Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. On this episode of Fintastic Tuesday, if you remember on one of our former videos, we did a top 10 cleanup crew. We are going to be counting down the top fish that swim mid-water. To make it a little bit easier, we are going to categorize our fish by tank size. So let's start off with the 10-gallon tanks. We will move up into the larger sizes as we go through the video. Make sure that you're subscribed and turn on those bell notifications. We begin our list with the betta, which can live peacefully in a 5 to 10 gallon tank. Males typically do not like to share their space unless it's with a little endler friend. Next on the list are the pygmy cories, which often get lumped in with other species in the genus of Corydoras, but these guys are pint-sized and they are native to the rivers of South America. Hey, it's me on a different day. Now, of course, a 10-gallon, we could include a couple guppies or endlers, but we're not going to include them because they are more of a top water swimmer. Coming in at number 3 is the dwarf gourami. These fish are labyrinth fish, which means that they take in oxygen from the surface. They have a similar organ to lungs, which allows them to take oxygen in. But they come in a variety of beautiful colors and stay mid-water. Our last option in the 10-gallon category is the paradise fish. And I can already hear some of you in the comments saying, but it needs a larger tank. However, if you are to have one paradise fish in a 10-gallon tank, that is absolutely plenty of space. They are also a labyrinth fish, so they will stay mid to top water of your tank, and they only get about 2 to 3 inches, and they are absolutely gorgeous. I want one so bad. As the title suggests, these fish like to swim in groups, which gives a really striking effect in the tank. And I'm going to show you a few options, and I will leave the names of the fish in a box below it, but I don't want to talk during it so that you can see the full effect of how these shoals look in a tank. Last two things I will mention about community 20-gallon shoal tanks. I didn't get a chance to show a shot of any Rasporas. We couldn't find any out in the wild, but here is a shot of them. And the last thing I want to talk about is barbs. Tiger barbs, cherry barbs are really cool community fish, but they do tend to get a little bit aggressive, so be aware of that when you are choosing your fish. If you have slower tank mates, they might get nipped at here and there. So just be aware of that. But they are super cool to look at. Moving on to the 40-gallon breeders. I say breeders in quotes because, as you can tell, there is a lot of crossover. There are a lot of fish that could go in smaller tanks if you have less of them, and a lot of fish that could go in larger tanks if you have big groups of them. Now, for example, fish like mollies or even the Congo tetras could fit in a smaller tank, like a 20-gallon or even 30-gallon tank. But if you have some that are starting to get real chunky, you may want to move them up into that next size, which moves us on to the 40 gallons. The reason I said breeder is because for fish like angels or even cichlids, if you're going to do a breeding pair, we do suggest that you use a 40-gallon tank. And I'll show you an example with our electric blue acaras. Rainbow fish, such as the turquoise and bosemani, need lots of room to swim as well as a fast flow, which is why we recommend a 55-gallon once they're full grown. The last of our mid-water swimmers is the cichlid. And whether it's South American cichlid or African cichlid, these fish need a minimum of 55 gallons when they're juveniles. And when they do grow to full size, you will need to upgrade to 75 gallons. Now, if they are breeding, a breeding pair can go in that 40-gallon, but otherwise we do recommend a bigger tank. As always, I hope you had a great time joining us in this list video. And if you want more videos like this, make sure you let us know down in the comments below. Before we go, I also wanted to do some shout outs for some new subscribers. So Koi Angel Fish, Hickory Tropicals, A New Creation, Doug Green, and ADB Productions. We see you, and I super appreciate you subscribing. We will see you in the next video. Bye! So the top mid-water swimming fish. That's a mouthful. Maybe we could work on that title. What did I say? Is that right? Okay, we are going to categorize. We're going to categorize these mids. What am I talking about? Frustration. Struggling today. Hi. This is not the best angle. Hey guys, hey. Fish that let me think about my words first. Groups. What am I saying? I'll figure it out.